Actually, my mic is off. Fantastic. Hey, everybody. We are Tabletop Anthologies. This is Star Trek Adventures, and my mic was off because they screwed me up. I'm going to blame them. It's their fault. It's the guy on my right and the guy on my left. The two on the bottom, they're just innocent in this, all of this. Anyways, we're here with the crew of the USS Surprise. Real quick recap. I will give an update, and I will let Caval know where he's at since he missed last time, and we will get started killing our characters. Does that sound good? Real quick, I'd like to introduce your commander, the XO, Gregory Maricadi, played by Tabletop Tony.
Yeah!
And our Vulcan on the crew, Commander Kullat, played by Hades.
How you taste? Trying to get my cat's attention?
We have our engineer, Lieutenant Commander Caval. He is played by Forloth. Our Andorian. And our Chief Medical Officer, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Andal Grax, played by Severian.
Hello.
Yay!
Yay! So we left off. The crew ran from the Borg into a plasma drift, and as they left that plasma drift, they ran into some problems. They noticed their antimatter was draining, and their ship suddenly started getting hit by proton bursts. The ship just continues to get destroyed by those proton bursts, and they are struggling to figure out a way to stop that. Since you missed, and also unfortunately Turg, Thrall, could not be with us today. He is dancing his heart out in preparation of his new theater play production coming up here in September. So we wish him the best of luck. Since you missed last week, Caval, I'm gonna put your character in sickbay. He was suffering a extremely tough case of the Andorian flu, and the chief medical officer had you quarantined. And so as this stuff started to happen on the ship, and as bodies and injured people started to come in, the doctor gave you some medicine and essentially has brought you back to normal and has told you that you are fit for duty. We left off as a hull breach was detected on a specific deck that Severian was taking the supporting character Reinach Vogt to. I believe it was Reinach Vogt, right? It might have been actually an operations person.
Maybe it was Moore? It was Ensign Moore?
Ensign Moore?
I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Screw that guy.
Yeah, because Turg was taking Lieutenant Thohelen, the Rovob Thohelen, the other Andorian on ship, with him. So essentially 2 people were going. We are going to start first in sickbay, and as we ended last time, another round of bursts, proton bursts, had hit the ship. We had already rolled your guys' damage, so that should all be still set. Some of you should have some stress as well still. So you're not going to need to roll any sort of challenge dice at this time. I'm going to add, though, that after that proton burst hit, the lights, they flicker on and off, brief 1 to 2 pauses, almost extending in length. The power, more specifically in sickbay, fluctuates. Systems and computers go offline and return with a fresh screen, like you just lost power in your house and your computer turned back on. Your EMH that you activated, he remains in front of you doing work, but his image flickers, so it's starting to falter there. And as we begin, the biobed in which the captain, who suffered some major plasma burns, lies starts to chime off with alerts and warnings due to the power fluctuation. It has now caused your captain to go into cardiac arrest.
Oh, I would rush up to. So am I? We got hit with another plasma burst, so I probably was knocked down from that. I'd try and get up and rush over to that bed and see what needs to be addressed. And do whatever I can to. If I know for sure it's cardiac arrest, I would then address that accordingly.
Okay. With your medical expertise, what would you like to do? Are you turning the biobed on to help you? Is the EMH helping you while bodies start to flow in? Are you just gonna lick the pads on the paddles and say clear and shock him? You tell me, baby.
Are there still people that are actively being filtered in and more people coming in that need? Okay, that I would let the EMH continue to take care of them,
Okay.
and I would just address the captain by myself and with the medical bed.
As you
and
say
try and
that,
get his heart started.
as you start to go over towards the captain, the EMH kind of gets a little snotty for himself, and he says, as all these bodies start to flow in, where do you expect me to put all these people? We're filled. We cannot work in these conditions. And you walk over to the captain.
As I'm walking over there, I say, "Do we have an auxiliary sick bay or beds that I don't know of?"
We do not. Chief Medical Officer.
Well, clear space on the floor. It needs to be taken care of. And I would continue to
He mutters
try and
something
work on
about
the captain.
unsanitary things, but go on. So tell me what you're doing.
Trying to start the captain's heart if it stops, it sounds like.
Okay. So give me a reason and medicine, difficulty of 4.
Do we have momentum left?
You have 1 momentum left.
Ugh. Well, I'm going to use it. It's the captain.
Activate
can I use
tactical
my-
water mattresses? What?
Focus. Can I use my focus of emergency medicine?
You can, and
Seems like an emergency.
it does sound like an emergency. And just to remind you, actually, disregard, because the bonus dice was for Hades from Wolf. It was directly to Hades, so you don't get that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a little bit of a ship assist here, Commander.
Roger that.
Computers
What do
and
you need?
medicine.
Computers and medicine going on. You rolled, right? Okay. No?
No, it did not roll.
1 sec. Something is not right in the state of Denmark. 1 moment here. Maybe I have to refresh. Try it one more time. Okay, it worked.
Good. Let's see. All right, 1 success. Let me make sure. Diesel shot. Is that echo gone? Anthony, Sev, guys, say hi. Say hello. Let me make sure that echo's gone. I think it's from my active toggle
Echo?
screen.
Hello?
Roger.
Am I outgoing?
Okay, we'll continue. So, you tell me what you're doing here, because you are not successful.
I would just keep trying and denying that I just let the captain die in front of me.
So you keep trying. The biobeds, they shock his body. You know, he does the standard arch of his back, you know, how it kind of arches up as the pulse goes through his body. And sweat starts to kind of go on your brow, and nothing seems to be working. And all of a sudden, on the panel just above the captain where it displays his stats, this is what you hear.
Alright, I would, after a few minutes, finally give up, flip the alarms off. And is there like a communications channel that would only go out to like the officers on the ship? Like basically just the people in the party.
Are you talking like the bridge crew?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you'd be able to. I'm sure there's something that you could find for him. Yeah, or some way you could do that so it's only just like senior officers.
Yeah. Okay, so I would open up that line of communications. This is Grax. The captain is no longer with us. And that's it.
And the XO's over here like, okay.
Excellent.
And then I would turn and go help the EMH with all the other people coming into the sickbay.
Okay. And before I switched scenes, the sickbay is starting to become overrun. There's no spots on the beds. There's no spots on the floor.
Okay. Commander Maricadi, do you read?
This is Commander Maricadi.
Commander, I'm sure you heard the news, but the med bay is becoming filled. We need more spaces. Can I commandeer some of the housing?
Of course. I mean, you can take my personal quarters, as well as any quarters you might need.
Very well, thank you. Then I would start looking for like the nearest places to start sending some of these people to.
Okay. And yeah, you can start doing that. The EMH, he will have to stay in sickbay. He doesn't have any way to leave that because of the hollow emitters. So that's something that you might want to think about making someday down the road, but the technology technically doesn't exist. So, just the thought.
Okay.
So we are going to go to the bridge momentarily. We're on the bridge. Okay. On the bridge, what's going on, sir? And sorry, and Cabal, you have been released from duty, so you are also in play. Didn't want you to think you couldn't be in play here.
Yeah, just let me know when I'm
Released of duty.
You're in,
Right.
baby. You're in, you're up. Whatever you want
So
to
I
do.
leap out of the bed. I say, stand aside! There's work to be done! No, I can't stay! I must go! And I rush out of sick bay. I slap the comm and up to bridge. This is Caval! I'm on my way down to engineering! You'll have your power! Hold on!
Thank you, Cabal. Be quick.
And I head straight for engineering.
You can do it, Cabal. Save us all, Cabal.
Anybody doing anything on the bridge currently?
So monitoring the situation, I'm sure everyone's tensions are high and emotions are down. How are we like operating in space? Are we shaking? Are we moving? Like, are we stable? What's the pitch like
So
right now?
the ship's still shuddering and creaking. You haven't recently been hit by a plasma burst. But I mean, you still have the hull breach on deck 15, section 29 Alpha that a couple crew members started heading that direction towards. Outside of that,
Right.
The ship is your oyster.
Ship is my oyster. Okay. Relative to space, Kullat, how far are we from the nearest Federation starbase?
One moment, Commander. I would reference star charts to figure that out.
You're at least a week and a half away from the nearest star base, which is Narendra Station.
How many
Way too
parsecs is that?
10.
Commander, we're a week and a half out at current velocity.
Well, we're not going anywhere now, are we? So, of course, at current velocity, we're going to be there. No, I'm sorry. Just kidding. Because we're not actually moving, are we?
Oh.
No, so remember,
Sorry, I was
in
trying
terms
to
of
make a
your,
joke, but I was mean.
in terms of your systems, everything is down. Communications. The only thing actually up is auxiliary power and computers. Your engines, your sensors, your structure, and your weapons, all those systems are offline.
So let me rephrase that then. Commander, at standard operation, we would make it in a week and a half to Narendra Station.
Affirmative, thank you. Are there any nearby Celestials, any populated spaces as you know of? I want to see if it's worth getting a signal out.
And I,
Kullat, just give me a quick insight and science difficulty 0 here. Okay, so you got 2 momentum. Choose to bank or use, but
bank 1 and use 1 to get the most advantageous nearby location to our situation.
so you're still on the edge of that plasma drift. Last sensor reading that you received, if you were to go back the direction you came, the closest stellar phenomenon is simply that plasma drift. There's nothing else in the area other than when you first entered it. It was a huge plasma drift that you guys traveled through. It took a good hour to get through at impulse speed, and that you guys did to avoid the Borg. So outside of any extra stellar phenomenon and the Narendra Station, you guys are just in space.
There's nothing in the current system.
So we're on our own then. Thank you, Kullat. Kaval, listen to me. We've got one shot at this, and right now you're our only hope. So it's up to you to get this crew home safe.
I hear you, Commander. How close am I, Admiral?
To the engineering?
Yes.
You took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, so it's going to take you at least an hour to get there. No, you're just, yeah. Palm Springs. You arrive after this point, after the conversation, and after you got out of sickbay because you didn't like the sight of blood. You were able to get there pretty quick, and you walk in, and engineering, just like the bridge, just like everywhere else on this ship, is just effed up. You've got conduits laying everywhere, debris, dirt, sparks are still shooting, and at your main engineering console is a long-eared Vulcan.
Is it Kullat?
It is.
Kullat, my friend, Commander, maintain damage control. Ensign Moore, where are you?
My dear sir.
You're an asshole. You're fired. And I run to the Jeffries tube.
Fuck. What? Hang on. Oh
And then-
no.
And I
He
want to
tried his
start.
best, damn it.
And I want to start an
I did
extended
my-
task, Admiral.
Okay, so well, Kullat, did you have a response to the loud and awkward Andorian that runs in out of nowhere, looking unscathed and healthy, like he just skipped out of duty?
Oh.
Nice.
You're muted. Oh, yeah.
Torment unrest.
No, that was my
That's
reaction.
your...
It was subtle. We needed to see that. Yeah. Put it on blast.
I'm not as good as Nimoy as Spock, but the raised eyebrow is all he got. Because as a professional, I am continuing my work.
Well, the Andorian has a power. Alpha Wolf gave you an extra dice, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Okay, so what is it you want to do, Forloth? You've got all the systems down all over the ship. Ship has one
Okay.
power.
This is what I intend to do. You want me to go through the whole thing, or do you want me to break it up step by step?
Well,
It's not really that long.
is your plan to do the entire ship in one go, or are you trying to do it system by system here?
No, this is what I intend to do.
Okay.
Step 1, divert auxiliary power to the deflector array. Then I'm going to bypass the plasma injectors and vent warp plasma directly into the dilithium reaction assembly. Okay, this will create the excess energy necessary to I can then direct to overdrive the warp nacelles to get us the hell out of here.
Make it so. All right.
We're doing Cabal!
So we'll start with the first one, which you could remind our viewers what that was again.
Okay, so initially I want to direct auxiliary power to the deflector array. And
Okay.
I would like to use control. Character controlling themselves covers precision, accuracy, and careful timing. That seems to apply in this case. So I'd like to use
Okay.
control and engineering.
And I assume I'm an assist role on this, since I'm also working in the engineering.
You will. And so all of that...
Oh, and I also have warp field dynamics as a focus and electroplasma power systems as a focus, both of which are going to be key in this.
Okay.
I can use warp field dynamics if you want to use the other one.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so you're going to direct the auxiliary power to the deflectors. And we're going to turn this whole thing into an extended task. And just so you're aware, and I don't have any way to display it on the screen. I wish there was something built in with this Foundry mod. With everything that's going on in the ship, the base difficulty for this extended task is going to be 3. Okay. It's going to have a total work track of 15. Your magnitude's going to be 4, which means you need 4 breakthroughs, and your resistance is 2. If you guys don't remember how to do extended tasks, I can quickly go over it with you. It's been a little bit.
Well, could you handle the mechanics? Just tell us when to roll.
Yeah.
I mean, unless everyone wants to go through it again, then by all means. Gentlemen?
Your rolls,
Okay.
right?
So it's just like think of your task as you're shooting somebody, right? We're going to be chipping away at their power. They have armor, and we're going to have to do quite a bit here. So this will take a little bit, so we will scene shift in between some of it, but
Absolutely.
we're going to do this. All right, so the default task for this, directing your auxiliary power to the deflectors, is going to be reason and engineering. You could also use control and engineering due to the delicate work that is involved here to ensure power transfer or power allocation doesn't damage your dilithium crystals.
I would prefer to use control.
Okay, and if you can think of something else where your attributes and disciplines might come into effect combined that I didn't list, tell me and explain it, and we'll incorporate it.
Okay, and I've already pointed out that I have Miracle Worker, right?
Yes.
Which is...
So throw that up, thank you. So, okay. So first thing is you're going to direct the power from your auxiliary power to the deflectors.
Yes.
If you want to do that, I'm going to need the control and engineering at difficulty 3.
Okay, so difficult. At 3. I'm going to use a
And what-
focus.
What do I roll for assisting?
So you're going to roll the same thing, but you only roll 1 dice, Hades.
Control and engineering.
Control and engineering.
Can
And
I
that's
use a focus for that?
What's your focus?
I was going to use the warp field dynamics while he used that other one.
Yeah, I think that could come into play here.
well. If it doesn't come into play at this step, it's definitely going to come into play in the succeeding steps. I would think. Okay, so I am rolling at 2 dice, correct?
Sir.
And I'm holding on to Alpha Wolf. I'm going to hold that on to the later task. Is assist, if I can.
Oh
Yeah!
my god. This man's gonna do it.
So, you are successful. You have 1 momentum, okay? What I need from you use control and engineering, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so what I need from you is under your sheet, click on perform challenge.
Okay.
Your discipline in engineering is 5, is it not?
Yes.
Okay, so then you're going to be rolling 7 total challenge dice.
Okay.
Let me make sure. Okay, yeah, 7 total challenge dice. That momentum can come into play here later, or you can bank it, and I'll explain when you have an opportunity to use it if you want to. So,
Guys, should I
roll
use it now, or should I hold on to it?
Oh god.
Your choice. I think it's
Use
worth it if you want to. Yeah.
Use
Okay,
it.
then I'm going to use it.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Once we get through the challenge dice portion roll, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So roll your 7 challenge dice.
Oh yeah!
Okay, so let me mark some things. So,
And the miracle worker comes into effect, right?
yes, it will, because you do achieve a breakthrough. Actually, you don't. You don't, and I'll explain why in a second. So,
Okay.
You have 6 successes because of all the damage and having to find all the different redundancies that are on a ship, so that you can get this thing working. That's why there's a resistance of 2 currently. Okay, so hold on. With that resistance of 2, you have 4 successes and 3 effects, right?
Okay.
Did they tell you to use that momentum? Is that what you're using?
Yes.
You can use the momentum to do one of 2 things. Actually, 3 things. You can use it to add 1 more work. So technically that would take your 4 to 5, which achieves a breakthrough.
Well, yeah, that. We want the breakthrough.
Hold
And
on.
if I get that, okay, all right, sorry. Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. You could use it towards the quality called piercing. And what that does is it ignores up to 2 resistance. Remember, your current resistance that you're fighting against is 2. If you ignore that, you have 6 successes here instead of 5 like we just discussed with your previous one. Or you can re-roll your challenge dice.
No, I'm happy with the challenge dice. I think the question is, will I still get the breakthrough if I take option B? If I take curtain number B.
So yeah, that's going to be your best option. So because it ignores the 2 resistance. So then all 6 of those successes are going to go towards your work track of 15, which takes you down to 9. Okay. You let me see here. You achieve 1 breakthrough, and because of your miracle worker, you achieve a 2nd breakthrough.
Excellent.
And you have some challenge dice here that you can use as well. Okay? So we'll get to that. So tell me your first breakthrough in terms of directing auxiliary power to the deflectors. How did you achieve that right away?
There's a manual override in the Jeffries tube. I just accessed that, popped open that panel, grabbed that lever, and
Bam! And then with your extra breakthrough here, you achieve a second breakthrough. So after you flip the switch in the Jeffries tube, what happened?
So can I apply that second breakthrough towards the next task or no?
Yes. Yeah, it's towards the whole thing.
Oh, great. Then the next thing I do is I grab a plasma ESP conduit, and I just disconnect that and jam it directly into the dilithium reaction assembly, bypassing the plasma jets.
And Hades, as he's doing all this, how are you helping him? Did you guys both grab on at the same time?
If he's the one moving it, then I'm assuring that the connection is solid and not going to pop off.
Yes.
Perfect.
Spot welding it or whatever connects the tube.
Then lastly, because of your effects, you have 3 choices here. And I'll go through all of them. Your first choice is you achieve an additional breakthrough. Your second choice is you ignore, let's see, from this point forward, you ignore the resistance. Lastly,
The resistance, I think. Yeah.
That's
not
futile.
futile. And then lastly,
Oh, there is no more resistance, right? Sorry.
yeah,
We still
well,
have
if you
the
choose
resistance.
this option, or the last option is with those 3 effects, you have you knock off 3 more on the work track.
Oh, so that shortens the whole extended task. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, geez. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyone? Kullat, what do you think?
You said that would shorten the work track?
Yes.
I mean, that sounds like what we're trying for, right? We want to get this done and did, and
Yeah. Okay, then we're gonna go for that.
Okay. So then that is going to be 3 less. Oops. So that leaves you 6 out of 15, with 2 more magnitudes, basically, of breakthroughs that you need to reach. Real quick, we're going to do a shift in scene. Severian, you were controlling Rovab, the Andorian from operations. I believe Tony, since
Was I?
one
I
of
know I was
you
controlling Rhinoc.
was it Rhinoc? Because so it was Tony that was handling Ensign Morox. That's it. That's what it was. Yep. And then Turg was doing Rovab.
Yeah.
If somebody would like to play Rovab, they may. If we want to kind of count him out, that's fine. So you guys were headed down to that hull breach, right?
Yeah, I believe Rhinoc was heading down there with some security personnel to try and manually seal off the area and evacuate anyone
Okay.
that was in danger.
Real quick, Rhinoc, give me a insight plus engineering difficulty 1.
Just realized the can you're drinking, Sev, is green. So
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 1 momentum. You want to bank
I'll
it?
bank it.
Okay.
Yep.
So as with your engineering training as a commander and chief of security, you do have the knowledge that you can do this with 2 officers. But the difficulty is going to go up on everything you do. That in terms of evacuating, that maybe even come to where if you're trying to seal the deck or seal the hull breach, those difficulties go up. If you bring a third person, and those difficulties will stay where I have them currently. So I guess it's up to you and the crew as to how you want to approach this.
Okay. So Rhinoc would be probably sprinting down there, quickly assessing things, and then come over the comms. Commander Maricadi.
This is Commander Maricadi, go ahead.
This is Rhinoc Vogt. We need a few more officers down here to handle this hull breach.
Affirmative. You talking engineering or just more hands?
Anyone you can provide.
Affirmative. They'll be done shortly. Thank you. All right. Looking around the bridge, are there any secondary officers that look ready and willing?
I think they all are at this point. Most of them are just kind of trying to figure out different ways to assist you or the ship without dying. We have a communications officer, Jericho Winchester. You have on security, Taria, and I can't say that last name. She's also another Andorian. And then in engineering, with both Kaval and Kullat, you have supporting characters Jamtu Eel and Atha Moore.
Right.
So
Taria, Winchester, I need you two down to assess the situation with, Vogt? Is that what you're talking about?
Rhinoc Vogt, yes, the Klingon security officer, chief of security.
Commander. Okay. Yeah, Commander Vogt. Okay, yeah. Help Commander Vogt seal this. Well, assess the situation down at the hull breach. Here's his coordinates.
Okay, who would like to play Taria the Andorian, and who would like to play Jericho Winchester Communications?
I'll play Jericho.
Okay.
And Kaval would like to play Andorian. That's what
Taria.
he said.
What? No, that's too meta, man.
All right, you've got it, Kaval. Hades, did you want to take control of Ensign Morox? She was on her way with Rhinoc as they left. Dealer's choice here. She can go get something to eat at the 10 forward. I mean, whatever.
Sorry, I said sure. I was on a different page.
Okay. So, Morox. Okay. So you all make your way down to deck 15. The deck is in utter disarray. It seems that this whole area just got the brunt of whatever these plasma bursts are, and wherever they're coming from. To reach the breach, officers are going to have to actually go through the Jeffries tube access panel on the side and climb down to section 29. According to the last readout, the outer hall has a large breach, and the access door to that location, it's inside the Jeffries tube, is the only thing containing the breach. And because of its integrity, it will fail. So if you want to work on the breach, that is an option. If you want to evacuate the area and do something else, that's an option too. So I'm just trying to let you know what's going on.
Is it like a critical area, or like, I guess, do we need this area of the ship, or can we just seal it off and not use it for the moment? Would that be okay?
You can seal it off, yes, if you want. You're going to have to evacuate the deck, and
yeah. I just need to know what. Did you say that already? Where it is exactly?
Where the actual breach is?
Yeah.
It's technically located deck 15, section 29 alpha. To get to that point where the Jeffries tube door or little door is blocking the vacuum of space, basically, you'd have to go through the Jeffries tube to do so.
Okay, I think I understand now. No, I'm just going to, because there's a lot of other more critical things in the ship, it sounds like just seal off the area, and then once someone more qualified to actually repair it can get to it, we'll do that.
Okay. And since you're currently in charge of this little party here, what are you telling everybody else to do?
I would tell them, search the deck, look for any survivors, bring anyone to the sick bay that needs to. Everyone else gets evacuated. We need to seal everything off.
Sounds good. You said there's a breach over here, so does that mean we would need any equipment to deal with this, or is the breach sealed, sir?
We'll seal off the deck and the breach when we need to. Just make sure you're wearing something so that you don't get, so you don't suffocate out here.
Okay. There's a terminal nearby. We can suit up and head in.
Okay.
I just said that. I don't know if there's actually a terminal nearby for that.
So you're going into the Jeffries tube?
Yeah, right.
Okay. And is anybody going with him?
Probably
Yeah.
Tarja, I hope. Tarja?
Yeah, I'll assist.
Okay. Tarja, you're going to help him.
Lieutenant.
Okay. And then Morox, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'd go too, because it looks like I have a reason and engineering is my highest. We're going into... Yeah.
And then lastly, so Reinach, are you working on evacuating the deck while they do that?
I think so, yeah, because Reinach wouldn't be the greatest at doing something mechanically like that.
How are you going to go about doing that real quick?
I imagine he probably knows the layout of the deck really well, being the security officer, so he'd probably know the most efficient path to go around, but also set off like an alert on the deck announcing to everyone that they need to evacuate, and he would just walk, that patrol to make sure that no one's hurt and needs assistance evacuating.
Okay. Give me a real quick presence and command, difficulty 2. Thank you. So you go over and you find a way to put that alert out to evacuate the deck, and you hear the alarm. It's going off, and you start to see some officers come out of their quarters and rush down the hallways to leave. Some of them take the turbo lift, some of them go through the Jeffries tubes, and I'll kill that because that's fast. There are still a couple in the hallways that maybe the damage from the ship isn't setting off the alert in their quarters. Maybe they're knocked unconscious, some things like that. So there are a couple that have not left the deck yet. And generally, and you'll see that, and you'll see what quarters those are, because all of the doors remain open from people that have left and evacuated. And they, in Starfleet manual, they use that as a sign to say this room is empty. The person inside this room has left. So you don't have to go in and search, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
I would just begin going around to any of the closed doors and bringing anyone out. Maybe there's some like grav lifts or something nearby that I could use if anyone's if there are too many people that I can't carry by hand.
Okay. One of the doors that you go to is jammed, and I'm going to need a fitness and security difficulty 2 for you to get it open.
Okay. Fitness and security, you said?
Security, please. What are you doing with the momentum?
Banking it.
You get the door open, and this is one of the last on the floor that you need to evacuate. And one of the crew members is laying there unconscious, but they are breathing.
Okay. Do they appear to have any sort of visible injury?
Nothing that you can see.
Okay. I would just pick them up and carry them to the med bay if there's no one else to evacuate at this point.
Okay. So, where is my sheet here? So as you pick them up, and as the group makes their way down into the Jeffries tube, the ship, it gets hit actually by another plasma drift or a plasma pulse. And so, once again, sparks start to fly. The ship, it shudders, it shakes. Some of you get tossed around. Maybe you hold on, maybe you don't. Maybe you hit your head against the wall and go unconscious. So, all four of you, since we're in this scene right now, I need a fitness or daring plus security, difficulty 2.
I can't roll for Teria apparently.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
let me.
for-
You might.
for
Yeah, I was
Jester.
gonna say you guys might not be able to do that, so let me configure positions real quick.
Nice.
Wow. Come on, Commander.
Those are his best stats too.
What? That sucks. He's trying his
Okay.
best. He's trying his best.
He's just doing his best. Yeah. Okay.
Which stats did you say to use?
It's gonna be fitness or daring plus security. I'm opening them up, so give me a second as I'm doing it. Who else needs access?
Jericho and me.
Jericho.
Morox.
And what's the complication?
What is a complication?
What
that
is
what
the
you-
complication? Yeah, is it default 1?
Yeah, it'll be 1.
Jeez.
Oh, what the fuck?
I shouldn't have said complication.
Who is left?
Me. I'm doing it now though. It looks like I have access.
Morox.
Morox, thank you. Close it, reopen it, Hades, see if you can do it.
All right, boys.
And what am I rolling
Party.
again?
Fitness or daring plus security, difficulty 2.
Party wipe, second party.
They're just red shirts anyways.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Rhinoc will end with you. Literally. So, since you each had 1 success, the 3 of you, Taria, Jericho, and Morox, I'm going to need you all to roll 3 challenge dice. This is in terms of how much damage you're going to take.
Going to take 0. Oh fuck.
This is looking good. What?
Yeah.
These are successes, right?
That means how much
Yeah.
damage you're going to get.
Yeah.
Oh, so we don't want success.
We don't want any,
No,
yeah.
we want to fail this.
So I got Morox, I got Taria, and Maricadi. Okay, all right.
I have. Let's just say I'm not doing really hot at all. Oh wait, that's not Maricadi.
It's just challenge dice. How you rolling it for him under that name is okay. It's not gonna affect
Cool.
or change it. So
I'm saying that almost killed me if that was Maricadi. So I was like, holy shit.
yeah. So whatever your number of successes is, take away stress. So Taria take away 3 stress, Morox take away 1, and Jericho take away 3.
Okay.
Where is that?
Stress
it is.
is on the top.
It's on your portrait.
So
would
going
be-
from 13 down to 10? Is that what you mean by take away 3?
Yes. Okay. So when that plasma burst happens, the 3 of you in the Jeffries tubes, you guys kind of get rattled around like bees in a can, like, you know, when you shake it around. So you get messed up a little bit. Maybe you hurt your arm, maybe you busted your knee, maybe you smacked somebody in their chops. with the two that had the complications, your complication range is now increased from 19 to 18. So
Oh
we'll
no.
remember that. Okay, Taria, you're at 18, and Jericho, you're at 18. Okay, Morox, you maybe were tailing Charlie and didn't get the brunt of it. Rhinoct, sir, carrying the body. Go ahead and roll me 4 challenge dice. Take away 3 stress, sir. Done. Okay. So you guys make your way into the Jeffries tubes. After you've gotten your noggins rattled and pushed around, and you're not doing too hot here. You're gonna have to climb down. I'm gonna need a couple things. One person's gonna have to reroute power. Okay. There's 2 that are
Rocks
gonna
can do that.
that are 2 that are gonna have to climb down and either manually shut another Jeffries tube, door there to seal off another area, or tell me of a different way that you may be able to do that.
Yeah, Taria has an engineering of 1, so what's the least engineering demanding task?
Right, and Jericho's a pretty good engineer, so.
Assisting Jericho, yeah. Letting Jericho do the work.
Then that's what I'll do.
Okay,
That's
so
what Taria shall do.
you guys will know, Jericho, you'll know that you'll have to tell Morox he's going to have to reroute power to your area to assist you in closing that Jeffries tube door, if that's what you're going to do.
All right. Hey, I'm not getting any power here. I'll need you to redirect it back here to my console so I can get this tube functioning. This door. Rhinoc, are you getting me? Hello?
It's
You mean
Morox, and that's our
Morox. Oh, sorry.
Sure shows me as a lady, so.
Lower decks people don't even know each
Anyway.
other. Okay, so real quick, Morox, you're going to reroute power, right? So this is where Rhinoc took a hit. He was carrying his friend, his unconscious buddy, and the plasma burst, it had pushed him down and knocked him down the hall along with his friend. So he's laying there gathering himself, and right next to him is the panel that you need to get to route power down to them. And that'll be a roll here once you're ready for that.
Yep.
Okay. That's going to be reason and engineering, difficulty 2.
And this isn't an environmental system, is it?
No. So you reroute the power down to the other 2 in the hole, in the hole, and you were successful in that.
You should be getting power now.
That's right. And I'm gonna try to now. Haha, that's it. I'm gonna try to flick it on, or fix the, open the door up.
Okay.
I deep into the panel. I pull some fuses. I screw some wires together. I don't know. I'm an engineer or something.
Okay. So you give me a control and engineering.
Yes.
Difficulty 2. And who's
Difficulty 2.
in the hole with him? That's you, right? Orloth?
Correct. Taria.
Taria. Are you assisting?
I'm holding the screwdriver for
him. Show me how you're doing that real quick. Nice. Good form. I like that. So go ahead and roll Control and engineering. Just one
Okay.
dice though. One dice, please.
Oh.
Since he's assisting you.
Right. Are you just like standing over me, encouraging me? What are you doing?
You can do it.
Here's your screwdriver.
So, see, look, it's
Lieutenant.
not easy to lead, alright?
You gonna roll there, Taria?
Oh, sorry, I was.
You were busy holding a screwdriver.
What am I supposed to roll? Sorry, tell me. again.
Control and engineering, please. One dice. Uno die.
Engineering, just engineering. Okay. One die. Hooray!
Yay!
Okay. So. Basically, what happens here? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
I flatlined.
EMF! We're getting
How
EMF.
bad could it have been?
So something along the
I stick the screwdriver in
it
that
won't
electrical
close.
outlet.
Damn it! It won't close. The power is there. It's just not closed. You tried the manual override. It's not working. And as you're doing that, and you start to notice the action. So you guys are kind of standing on a ladder, right? Taria's above Jericho, while Jericho's in the hole trying to do this, right? And down below that, you see the other one that's actually holding the hull breach together. You start to hear a lot of creaking and crumbling and crushing, and you see that little door start to go like this, start to
that's not
kind
good.
of like pull out towards the vacuum of space. What are you two doing?
We should probably do something.
We should probably do something. What am I supposed to do? I'm just an ensign.
Yeah, but you're the one. Pull yourself together, man. You're the engineer.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys need help
Let me
down
think.
there?
Yes. Help!
So
Everything's going
as
wrong!
you guys are discussing what you should do and who should do it, the door buckles and it opens up, and the vacuum of space starts to pull you out.
Does it take my screwdriver?
It does. Your screwdriver is the
Oh,
first thing to
damn it.
go. It actually hits Jericho on its way out, but
Oh
Jericho
my god.
has one last ditch effort here to grab onto the ladder rung and pull himself possibly to safety.
All right.
Wow, you guys didn't tether yourself? What are you, new?
What are you, lower decks? So Jericho,
I'm about to die. Please take this seriously.
if
Okay. My character I just met just started
what I'm
like,
gonna need from you,
20 seconds
Jericho,
ago. Okay.
is a fitness plus security difficulty of 5,
Oh my. What?
and Taria, now that she's lost her screwdriver, she has a free hand to help you if she wants.
What the hell? Yeah, I try to grab him.
Okay, so both of you, fitness and security, difficulty 5. Taria, just 1 dice, please.
5?
I'll take 5. I'm never going.
Wow, just 1 dice. Okay, come on.
You just have to.
Oh
roll
yeah,
once.
that's good, right?
What the fuck? Hang on. Okay. Fuck. No, I was wanting to use a momentum, like, because otherwise I can't.
You still
What?
you can. You still haven't made your roll. He's just assisting you. So literally his hand is there to grab. So it's up to you, Jericho. Are you
Sure.
taking that hand?
I grab him by the scruff of the
I really
neck
want
and
to.
throw him up through the other door.
Grab him by his mustache and pulls.
I really want to, but I have to make 3 successes here though to actually grab that hand. Is what you're saying?
Yes, you do.
Oh no. Oh no. All right, because the gods have been gracious with that one. I'm gonna use a momentum on a secondary character. I know. And I'm gonna roll the dice.
Do the secondary characters have determination to use?
It doesn't look like they have one that makes sense. At least on mine.
No, they don't.
Look like
I don't
it.
think. They might have some values. Some of them might have values. I think Rovob does because he was actually a character I created for myself. But no, they technically don't. So no.
Okay.
Well,
Determined to go out into space is what's happening here.
got 0. Poor guy. Poor guy.
So what happens here is Taria. Actually, you explain what happens, Taria. You're standing there watching the whole event. Basically, Jericho's going out into space. So
Well, I have 2 successes, right?
You do.
That counts for something.
it does. He needed
if-
5.
Counts for
Yeah,
counts
but
for
if-
2.
Yeah, but if he,
Hands touch, but his was too sweaty.
yeah, but can I still use those successes to close the door?
No, you're gonna want to leave the area. I was just wondering what it was you witnessed, so you could possibly tell Jericho's story.
Right.
that
Well,
guy.
just that,
Widow.
I threw my hand down, grab my hand. Jericho went, and then just floated off in space, and I shouted, "No! Get my screwdriver!"
And
So
then you
I'll-
can't really hear me scream because
Yeah.
of the face. You know?
Because you're in space. Oh. Okay, I did that. So, Taria,
To your lungs, quick.
are you staying in the Jeffrey's tube? Or are you GTFO here?
GTFO. Is there another door on the other side that can be closed?
No.
Or so if this
The-
thing. So what's going on right now? This entire deck is being decompressed. This separated
Yes.
decompression
Yeah. So
incident?
basically, what you did is you tried to stop that, and you didn't. So you have to
and
fall
we
back
failed
to
miserably.
you have to fall
Yeah.
back to Reinach Vox last ditch scenario, which was evacuate the deck and seal the deck.
Okay.
And,
yeah,
and he's
do
already
that.
evacuated somebody. He's up top with Morox. He's on the ground. He got knocked down a little bit. Got a little bit injured. His unconscious body's laying there. You're still down in the tube.
Can I get out?
Yeah.
If the,
Yeah, you
if the
can.
entire deck's decompressing.
Since it's decompressing and you're close to it, though, I'm gonna need a fitness and security difficulty 2.
Well, I guess what I'm asking is, would it be better for me to try to close this door, or that's it? That effort's been blown.
That
All I
effort's
can do
been
now is.
blown.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Fitness and security.
Yep. And your complication range is 18. Actually,
What?
it's 16 because you just watched your friend get sucked out into the vacuum.
Fuck me. Okay. And how many dice?
2. Unless you buy momentum.
No, just I'll go with that. 16. All right. Yeah. Suck it.
Well, that's what I was trying to do. Suck you out into space. So you must have some of that Andorian strength in your quads. Maybe you did extra squats. Maybe in your spare time you bench lift and squatted Caval on your back, something like that. But you basically say, not today, vacuum of space. Maybe it's the distance between you two. Anyway, you make it back up into the hallway where the 3 other crew members are. Morax, Reinach, and his unconscious person. What's going on, peeps?
Get out! Get out!
Okay. Are you all going the same direction?
Is that including Rhino?
Yeah, all 3 of you. Morax, Reinach, and Taria.
Yeah, I think so. Looking for any other people that need assistance being evacuated along the way.
Okay. You see one more door that is closed. And you have 2 other people and the one body on the ground that's still unconscious.
Am I still carrying someone, or is that
No,
body
well,
that was...
when that plasma burst hit, it knocked you both on the ground. So that's why you took
Okay,
damage.
did I pick them back up and head out?
So you got them mounted up on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything with that doorway? It's closed.
I will.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just open the door.
Okay. Reinach, I'm going to need you to issue some orders here. And I'm going to need you to first give me a presence and command difficulty 2.
Presence and command. Okay.
And Jericho, sorry, Jericho, you're dead. Taria, give me a presence and command also.
Complication range?
Still same, 15.
Still 16?
Yep.
Damn, dude.
You were hurting.
You suck. Ooh.
Okay. So, Reinach, go ahead and issue your command to Morox. Or, sorry, not Morox, Taria.
Start sealing off the doors. Get everyone out. Where did Jericho go?
He might be sometime.
Hey, Jeriquin.
Fuck you, asshole. Totally died. Honorably.
He gave his life! He gave his life!
I gave them all the power they needed.
Morox is like, I didn't do this.
Oh
So,
my God.
Taria, you head towards the door that's closed. As the other two, after he issues those commands, you head to that door. And as you head to that door, just as you get to the spot in front of it, you just disappear. Gone.
I disappear?
You were gone. And, Reinach, you are the only one to witness this because Morox is making his way to the transporters.
Was there any sort of effect with it? Like,
Oh my God.
did he just literally, did he just completely phase out, or does it look like some sort of technology grabbed hold of him, or?
It, like, how do I want to word this? So you remember did you ever watch Quantum Leap?
Yes.
Not much, no.
Do you remember when, I don't even remember his name, rest in peace, when he'd come out with Ziggy and then he'd open the door and walk back in and leave?
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
So you know how he just kind of walked in and disappeared? If you take away the cool blue door special effect, it looks like he just walked into nothing and disappeared.
So, no effect, basically.
No effect. Yes.
Okay, and this was, Rovav?
Rovab, Reinach Vogt witnessed it, and it was
Okay.
Taria.
I don't even know what to do. I would just keep trying to seal doors on that deck and get out of there, and just make note of that for now.
Okay. So you guys make it out of there, and
Thanks a lot, Sev. Thanks.
Is it a real fake door?
I mean, if there's nothing, I would kind of check that spot to see if there's anything noticeable there, but try and get out of there urgently.
So, if you're checking that spot, are you doing anything, or are you just looking at it?
Just looking. I'm assuming that the deck's decompressing. We need to get out of there.
Yeah, it is, yes. So, I mean, you have maybe a couple minutes, but yes, you need to be Johnny on the spot here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would just step towards that area and just look around real quick to see if it was some sort of maybe optical illusion, eyes playing tricks on me.
How close are you getting?
Not that terribly close, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, probably not too close. Just like slowly, one step at a time, kind of looking around for anything. But I'd stay back maybe like 5 feet from where I saw him disappear.
You don't see anything noticeable.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would get out of there then.
All right. So you guys get into the turbo lift, Anything you want to say or tell anybody before I switch scenes?
Yeah, I guess I'd say Commander Maricadi. This is Reinach Vok, do you read?
Yes, Commander Vogt, go ahead.
There may be some sort of anomaly that you need to be aware of. One of the officers that came down here with me seems to have disappeared. Taria just... I don't know how else to describe it. She was there one moment and then was gone the next.
Affirmative, Commander. What's the situation on the bridge itself? Has it been contained?
We're sealing off the deck. The breach is still there, but we're evacuating and sealing it off.
And how are the survivors? Did we lose anyone?
Jericho Winchester has not been accounted for.
No.
I gave
was
them
my-
all the power they needed.
He was my poker buddy.
Yeah, Captain dies. I'm like, anyway. Winchester dies. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, no, it's obvious speciesism against Andorians. I'm gonna fucking remember this.
That's
As I'm rerouting power. I'm gonna reroute power to the chair you're sitting in.
Thank you, Commander. Get you and your team up here as quickly as possible, and hold that thought. And then I get on the horn to sick pay. Lieutenant, junior grade, Andal, what's the situation down there? Have you filled your beds?
Admiral, what is the situation down there?
Not
Your
Admiral.
beds are full, and you've utilized the captain's quarters, the former captain's quarters, to your best of your abilities. It seems as though the bodies are starting to slow down, but you are still using it. Even a couple might even lie in the hallway outside of the captain's quarters in the med bay.
Well, Commander, the med bay has become full, and I've utilized the captain's quarters as much as I can. I've even started putting some people out in the hallways, but the bodies are slowing down.
Affirmative. Is everyone accounted for?
That you're aware of, yes.
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Thank you. Let me know if the situation escalates.
Of course.
And we are shifting to engineering, where Kullat and Gaval are working on directing some power to the deflectors. So technically, with your first and your second breakthrough, you were able to do that. So the power's been directed to the deflectors.
We're past that. We passed that.
So what's the next point?
We diverted the power to the deflector.
Yes.
We've moved the plasma conduit so that we can shoot directly into the dilithium reaction assembly. Next, it's just open the valve, and that should create the excess energy that will direct to overdrive the warp nacelles.
Okay. So we're back to those same roles. Either control
Not
it.
necessarily.
No.
Vulcan humor,
What?
right? That was a good one. I like it. Reason and engineering or control and engineering are your choices here, unless you can tell me otherwise something better.
No, control and engineering. I'm going to turn the valve for the plasma to vent the plasma.
Okay. Then give me a difficulty. Give me your roll. Your difficulty is going to be 2.
And that's the complication range, correct? Is that what you mean with difficulty?
No, that's what you have to do to achieve success, meaning be able to roll your challenge dice to take away work.
Right. Okay, so the complication range is 1 default, yes?
Yeah, it's going to be your normal.
Okay,
Actually, because your medical officer notified all superior officers that the captain died.
Yeah, I was wondering why you did that.
It's
But, yeah.
it's going to be 18.
18?
18.
Fuck me.
I'm still
Damn it.
assisting, right?
Yes, you are still assisting, so you're going to do the same roll as him, just 1 dice.
What was his role?
I think you said control and engineering, right?
Yep. Control and engineering. I'm using focus, the one that Kullat does not have. I have
use
plasma.
warp
You have
engines.
warp, right? Yeah, you use warp engines. I'll use plasma. And yeah, roll dice. Oh, whoops.
Haha.
2 successes.
And 2 momentum. So first, what we can do here, let me bring this up, is, so first what you want to do, same thing for you, sir. 7 challenge dice, please.
And I'd like to use that die from Alpha Wolf as well that he gave earlier.
Okay. Okay, we'll incorporate that with your momentum here in a minute.
Okay. All right. So 7 dice.
Yes.
All right. And roll. Come on. Nice.
Not bad.
Good job. So with your last one, there's no resistance. Your skill and expertise, along with Kullat's precision, Vulcan precision, if might I add, had gotten rid of that resistance. You guys could do this with your eyes closed, just like the blind Andorian in Strange New Worlds. He knows what's going on. You get rid of the work on this, right? And you're using your talent, I assume, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we're gonna do this one at a time here. First, you got rid of all the work. You are achieving a breakthrough with this. Oops, let me check here. You're achieving your first breakthrough. You're pretty much on the verge of rerouting your plasma conduit stuff. So tell me how this worked with the 2 of you.
Well, we've already relocated the conduit. Kullat unfastened it. I picked it up, put it on the direct valve. He refastened, and then just then, I turned the valve. Presumably, there's 2 valves that need to be turned simultaneously. Kullat did one, I did the other. The timing, of course, was perfect, very meticulous, and it's venting directly into the dilithium reaction assembly. Now we just need the excess energy.
Okay.
For overdrive.
So with your second breakthrough, due to Miracle Worker, I'm telling you now you don't need to use your momentum. So if you want to bank it, you can.
Oh, bank it.
Okay, so you bank it. You were successful in your ability here. So tell me what you 2 do together to get this power going.
Okay, I turn to Kullat, and I say, Kullat, on my mark, push the red button. And I'm watching the meter, whatever it is. It wouldn't be a meter. The graph,
Lieutenant
display.
Commander, you're pointing to a yellow button.
Oh, no, sorry, not that one. The red button, there on the left. I look at the display. I wait until I see the energy reach yellow, the energy that's just been that's just coming out of the chamber. And when it hits yellow, I'm going to point at Kullat, and that's going to send that energy directly into the warp nacelles, and we should just take off like a bat out of hell.
So you do that, and you're successful. You're able to power up the direct everything into the chamber and get things going. And you hear this on your engineering area. Let me see this.
That's a good sound.
That is a good sound.
Nice.
Commander Maricadi,
Cabal,
we have warp.
we have warp. You heard the man, Thrall. Take us to warp. Get us out of here.
All right, I'll get right on that,
Whoa.
Captain.
Hold on.
Is that how he sounds?
Yeah.
And And then I turned to Kullat, and I grabbed his hands and start jumping up and down. We did it! We did it!
So, real quick, sounded like a Michael Scott voice, rude. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for attack Thrall here.
That's so true.
Hey.
And this is gonna be a difficulty 3 due to, I'll let somebody else do it. You're on the bridge, right, Maricadi?
I am.
Open up, can you access Turg's feet or no?
I cannot.
Okay, hold on 1 second. How about now?
Yes. What do you need?
Okay, control and con. The difficulty here is going to be 3.
Okay. And I assume my focus of astro navigation, either that or honestly composure would apply here. I would think.
Yes. Yeah. So you are successful, and as he's typing in the command to go to warp, because he's got to set a route, otherwise you'll just warp into the middle of nowhere or possibly the next floating rock in space. He gets this alert, and it comes up and it says, and it's the computer voice that says, warning, structural integrity not capable for warp. So attack Thrall, here we go, turns to the captain. Captain, we can go to warp, but we're gonna come apart.
Affirmative. What now? The shields. Don't. That doesn't mean yes. Do it. That just means Roger. I mean, Roger. If we put up the shields, is that? I know this might sound tricky, but can we use the shields in a way to seal off the part of the ship that's exposed in order to create an opportunity for our team to actually seal the breach?
The hull breach?
I'm just kind of talking.
So, I mean, I'll let you guys discuss, or I can add some pointers in here. I'll let you guys discuss first.
Sure, Kullat, can something like that happen?
To see what the instability is, or what the problem area.
Yeah. Give me a insight and science difficulty 2. Because because of your efforts and Caval's efforts, you essentially have more power at this point. Since if you go to warp, you're just going to tear the ship apart. But you do have more power. So, cautious science.
I was just trying to read it, but I accidentally put it in the thing.
And stuff.
So say that last part again.
With your efforts, basically, Caval's efforts were to try and go to warp, right?
Yeah.
Once he did that, he was able to route the power to the system to do that. However, the problem is there's, if he does it, if you guys go to warp, it's going to rip the ship apart due to its structural instability currently.
Yeah, so I'm scanning to see where the instability lies.
Okay, so where is my? Yes, so you are scanning to see where the instability lies.
And I want to use physics as a focus because I would assume with physics I would see, is it a torsion? Is it something that's forces moving?
Okay.
And how many momentum do we have? I'm going to use a momentum.
You have 4. So, based on your science and your thoughts and how much you know about ships and engineering and all that Vulcan knowledge going through the academy and such, your best guess at this point in time is it's probably due to the hull breach that that the lower decks crew just ran from.
Well, actually, because of the cautious that I put in there and I bought a momentum, does that let me re-roll one? Or is that a separate momentum?
You're asking to re-roll by using a momentum?
Well, that cautious that I linked in there accidentally,
Uh-huh.
since I bought a D20 with a momentum, can I re-roll one?
Yeah, that's what it says.
So let me...
So it'll just be 1 dice. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
back-
based on your
back to
knowledge
where
and you believe it's due to the hull breach. The deck is sealed off, but you believe it's due to the hull breach that's causing the structural instability.
Commander, it appears to be our hull breach that is causing the instability.
Of course. Is there a way we can manipulate our shields to perhaps seal the breach? While we get some boys down there to actually fix it without risk of any more staff lives?
So I would want to use my reason and engineering to see if I would be able to come up with a way to focus the shields to create a force on the affected area to stabilize it during that trip.
You can do that, yeah. Anybody else? Him?
Can I assist him with that? Using like one of the ship like uses to like give him assistance. like we're in ship combat.
So you're taking the commander's engineering knowledge, and you guys are what piecing together this puzzle here.
Pretty much, yeah. Trying to see if we can manipulate the shields in order to create a boundary that seals the atmosphere, even if it lowers the shields around our ship, and focuses it in a specific area, right? Density. So I want to see if there's anything I can do to help us with that as well. So.
Okay. I'm gonna need from both of you. It's gonna be reason and engineering, difficulty 3.
Can I make a suggestion, Commander?
Thrall, speak now.
Instead of trying to section off a portion of the ship, why don't we use the shields to reinforce the space bubble, the warp field that we create around the ship?
Oh, that is a hot topic. Then it just comes down to feasibility, Caval. What can we do that? Is that something we can achieve?
Apparently, the lack of structural integrity is keeping us from creating the necessary warp field for us to jump to warp. Correct? And that is that space bubble. If we reinforce the space bubble with the now working deflector array, that could potentially give us enough integrity for the computer to allow us to jump to warp.
Okay, I don't like Game Master rolling random d20s like that, buddy. You better slow your roll. Anyway,
I'm using warp field dynamics as a focus since that's worked in here.
No, good. So then, in that case, yes, 100%.
So
I'll use another momentum because of how important this is.
okay. So first, from Kullat, I need a reason and engineering difficulty 3.
Yep,
Okay.
and I'm using the focus of warp field dynamics because that's how we're attacking this, and I'm using 1 momentum.
Okay, Anthony, from you I need 2 rolls.
Anthony.
First, the ship. Sorry, Commander. First, the ship roll. I need you to do a structure and engineering.
Yes.
Now, Commander can assist with the same. Reason and engineering, give me 1 dice. And, Caval, from you,
Yes.
sir, I need a reason and engineering also, please.
I'm also going to use my focus.
You had to go and ruin. I had to go and say something. It's my fault, actually.
Well,
Yeah,
we've got 2 momentum on that.
Oh yeah, we can remove the complication. Yeah, okay, cut it out. Cut that thing out. That complication. 2 momentum spent on that. Just gone.
Okay.
Gone.
So with your powers combined, you're able to come up with an idea that, you know, maybe we can do something like, maybe we can magnetize the hull, along with routing the power to the shields to provide possible structural stability while creating the warp bubble that Caval has just discussed. Okay? I'll let you roleplay that out for a second.
If that was Ensign Moore who came up with that idea, he's back on the team.
Yes. It like actually was. You turn, it's Ensign Moore like with all the notes ready.
Okay,
Stay
fine.
by your side, despite you
Okay,
yelling
fine.
at him.
He was working on a thesis, and it happened to be exactly that.
Okay, pieces
So,
are in place. Let's
Pieces are in
keep them
place.
there.
So from Kullat up top at the bridge and Caval down in engineering, you guys know what you need to do now. So give me a Caval, I need a control in engineering. Kullat, I need a control in science. USS Surprise, please. I need structure in engineering. The difficulty here is going to be 4.
I'm using warp field as a focus again.
Looking good. Looking good. Now we need the ship.
What's the ship
Commander?
rolling? Sorry, I'm here. I'm here. What's the ship rolling?
The ship, sorry, is structure and engineering.
Okay, same thing.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, you have 2 momentum. Is doing anything?
I guess we're waiting to hear if 6 successes are enough.
So,
Dun, dun, dun.
so you are successful in magnetizing the hull. Before I go further, I need to know if you're banking the momentum or using it to your abilities here, and how you're
always-
using it.
It's always good to bank one and spend one.
Yeah. Bank it, baby.
Deal? Is that what we're dealing here? Deal. Go
Say
Ducks.
while we're magnetizing it, we come together and recognize that if we reverse the polarity we initially chose, it would actually have an increased effect based on the warp bubble energy to create a stronger bond.
Okay.
Like it.
Like ionic instead of covalent. Right.
Isn't it ionic?
Isn't it ionic? You're disgusting, by the way.
No, it's
So-
covalent. We're sharing.
You magnetize the hull. All across the ship, you feel almost like if the inertial dampeners were online, they were kicked back on. So there's a lot of less rattling and pushing around and things like that. the proton bursts, they seem to have temporarily stopped. And now the warning that Turg was getting about going to warp has disappeared.
Commander?
Where did we end up?
So you were able to magnetize the hull, which seems to
Right.
have stopped the proton bursts.
I think we need to punch it now.
Yeah, we just
Right.
need you to
Okay,
give the
okay.
command.
Yeah. Okay.
Baby,
Sure.
throttle
Tack
up.
Thrall.
So
Tack Thrall. Set heading to 19.1 back to Narasha Station and give me maximum warp.
all right, Captain. So,
Oh my God. Who are? Oh, Tack
come
Thrall.
on, I need to see somebody else that gives me better tech thrall right now.
No, you give good
I'm sorry, Commander.
All right.
You make me look like a fool.
Real quick, I'll have Sev do the roll, since he's kind of been watching this part. I think I might have to give you access to them tack thrall, but I'm also going to need your best tack thrall here. As you receive the orders from the commander, I need a roll of control and con, difficulty 3, please.
Control and Conn.
Yes.
And would astronavigation focus apply here?
Absolutely not. What are we doing? There's no such thing as
Navigating.
astronavigation.
Navigating through the Astros.
Yeah, that could take effect here, certainly.
Nice. Alright, did you need me to do anything? I don't remember if you asked.
Me? No. Uh-uh.
Yeah. Okay,
All,
okay. I was making sure I wasn't with the ship.
All Tack Thrall needed to do was do his roll, and it was a difficulty 3.
Tack Thrall, what the fuck, dude?
So I just keep going back to the picture Hades posted in chat. So he punches it, like his commander asked, and let me see here. You hear this?
And then we blow up and I'll die. Okay.
No, but the ship doesn't move at all. It, the fact that you have the hull magnetized and the shields up, keeps you guys from getting thrown. But it almost, if it hadn't been there, it'd be like you guys running right into a wall. And I'm gonna need
something's going on.
I need a
Yeah,
fitness
sounds like it.
or daring plus security from everybody. Difficulty 2 on the bridge. In
I'm not on
Cabal
the
2.
bridge. Ah, crap.
Sorry, fitness or daring plus security?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I use physics as a focus because I'm so well trained in physics? I would know how to counteract whatever's happening
Nice.
The math
with my
in your
body.
head. With your body?
Nice.
You know, I will take it. I will accept it.
It's good because I'm gonna still die anyway.
Well, practical math.
You've got momentum to spend if you want.
Damn.
Rolled quickly. Rolled too quickly. Okay. Maricadi, Cabal, and Tack Thrall, give me a roll of 2 challenge dice. Kullat, give me a roll of 3 challenge dice.
What?
Extra
Who'd you say?
challenge dice is a bad thing.
Everybody, all those, so whatever successes you rolled from your challenge dice, subtract 2 from your stress. So,
Pretty stressed right now.
Really stressing out.
so The ship sits right where it's at. It has power to the engines. It's not going anywhere. You've stabilized the structural integrity based on what you know. And after that last buck and that last kick, Kullat, thank you. Sorry. At operations, you get an alert at your station, and it's a damage report that just came in.
Beep. I read the report.
So, here you go. Check your screen on Discord.
Commander, the Deck 15 breach has widened and encompasses now a portion of Deck 14.
Holy shit.
There are 632 microfractures throughout the hull. All primary systems are now offline. The antimatter levels are at 18% and continuing to fall. The warp coils in both nacelles have fused and are inoperative. 15 crew members have plasma burns and 27 others are injured. Now there is also a hull breach starting here in the bridge.
That was a beautiful plan. It was a beautiful plan. So I'm down there in engineering. I see this happening, obviously.
Yes. Yep.
We immediately start emergency repairs
Right.
Okay.
and contingency plans and power rerouting immediately.
Okay.
And
well,
send
Right. We
send
need men on
repair
the deck.
teams,
Yeah.
properly trained engineering repair teams up to address those structural damages.
so,
That's all we can do.
are they going to what, deck 15, where the
Yes.
breach is? Okay.
Yes.
Give me a presence and command, difficulty 1. Gentlemen, while he's doing that, on the bridge, you have a hull breach started.
Okay. What the hell do I do in the situation? What's Starfleet protocol for
Here
a
you
hull
go.
breach
So,
on the bridge?
so Starfleet protocol. Give me an insight and command, difficulty 0. While you're doing that, Caval, you dish out those orders and they start following those orders. So are you sending all your crews down to the hull breach there?
No, well, just the repair crews, who's ever on repair crew rotation. We need to obviously address the dilithium crystal issue
Okay. Okay.
as well.
Perfect. And then Maricadi, Starfleet protocol says that if the bridge is no longer functional or livable, or insert whatever reason you can't use the bridge anymore or might not want to use the bridge anymore, you can go somewhere else. In the Starfleet manual, it generally says that engineering is the next best location to set up your ship functions, basically your base of commands, or a new temporary bridge.
Engineering might not be a good place to relocate just yet, Commander.
We could set up a secondary bridge near the med bay. Because I know that some of those ships
In the
have
conference
a
room.
second bridge. The conference room.
No, that's part
Either
of,
way, everyone
that's
to the
part of
turtle
the
lift.
deck.
We need to get out of the bridge. First of all, you need to get going before this breach gets any worse.
Okay.
So let's get to the fucking.
So you're
get the fuck
issuing
out.
present. Give me a presence and command. And who else is on the bridge here? Kullat, you're up here. Sev, give me a roll from TAC Thrall, presence and command, please. Did you mean to roll 3?
I didn't explain this, but I'm going to use a value for life being sacred. I'm going to take priority to make sure everyone gets out before me. Wait. Yeah, everyone gets out, and I'm the last one out. That's going to be the value that I'm used to make this happen. So.
Okay. So you issue that.
I guess it rolled an extra die.
Something about that order kind of rubs Thrall the wrong way. Kullat's like, I'm out. Wait, did you roll, Kullat? No, give me
Am I
a roll.
rolling?
Kullat, give me a presence and command. So, you issue the orders, and I'll let you role play this out real quick. You issue the orders with your value, and that
I
you
need
want to
all
be
officers
last one
off the
out.
bridge. Right. I want all officers off the bridge immediately. I'm not leaving until everyone is out. Outside the turbo lift. Let's
Kullat
move.
hems and
Calculate.
haws something about Vulcan, insert Vulcan wisdom and logic here, but eventually does leave the deck. Thrall is extremely hesitant. Like, he doesn't want to move until you move.
Right, so at this
And
point...
Sev, I'm going to need you to give me your best Thrall on that, sir.
Thrall.
What am
Thrall, I
giving
gave you an
to
order.
Thrall?
Let's move. Thrall.
Yes, of course, Commander. Right away.
He folds immediately. Yeah.
So, with that, you see a bit of the bridge start to. You see some beams start to fall in the bridge.
Oh, not good. Yeah.
Thrall is reluctant, but knows you're gonna be right behind him. Right on his hooves, not heels. As you're leaving, Commander Maricadi, you kind of glance back at the bridge, and something odd
Longingly.
happens. To you, it's like it's a last look. Like, I'm looking at this for the last time. I suddenly and unfortunately now have a command of a ship because the captain died, and now this command that I have, you're watching the bridge just crumble. It's starting to crumble. So it's almost like a longing, like, shit. And as you're standing, there looking, something odd happens. And up on the corner, you see almost an image, a ghost-like image of your bridge crew on a completely perfect, undamaged bridge. And in fact, you're staring at yourself and the captain sitting in the chair like it's a normal day in paradise. And that's where we're ending the stream.
What the hell is going on?
So,
What happened to Tiara?
But did happen to
Taria, she made it back. They're
Taria.
back on the lower decks. She's
No,
drowning herself in Andorian ale after what she's
She
witnessed.
disappeared. She vanished.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what
yeah.
happened to her. I marked it. Sorry, I forgot. I marked it. It was Jericho that disappeared. Oh wait, they both did. Both Jericho and
Jericho got
Yeah.
sucked out.
Yeah. He got sucked off. He
I'm
didn't disappear.
confirmed death, probably like 90% certain.
so
But Taria is still hope. Okay.
we can do one of two things. I can do another 10 minutes of play. We can end it here.
No, that's a good spot to end, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as the destruction and the attempts to move the ship and fix it and try other routes have failed, we've lost technically 2 crew members, 3. The captain, Jericho. We've lost captain to cardiac arrest. We've lost Jericho to the vacuum of space. And Taria just up and disappeared. Commander Maricadi, now acting captain of the USS Surprise. It's going through your mind, especially after what you saw.
Good thing I brushed up on my Starfleet protocol before this session. Otherwise, I couldn't have managed at all. Well, Caval was carrying this session in terms of mechanics, so I'm recognizing that. But Andal did a great job of keeping everyone calm and together in the med bay, and Kullat, was just being a Vulcan, so doing amazing in anything we needed him to do science-wise. Let me tell you. Finally, the attack Thrall impressions were kind of cheesy, but I appreciate them. It was good attempt. 6 out of 10. Try again next time. And then, to the Admiral, good session. Out of game, excited to see what happens in this next session with. Well, now we're working without a bridge, so we're gonna go snuggle up next to Caval.
All gonna allow that?
Probably not. He was trying to tell me off before we united. So.
So, onward to the logical Commander Kullat.
Kulat's pretty stressed. He's been banged around throughout these ordeals. It's a good thing he completed his Colinar, because otherwise he'd be cracking at the seams. But he has done it, so he's kind of like our Andorian in engineering, just jumping from one problem to the next and immediately applying himself. So hyper focused as always at completing the task.
And engineering, our gentleman who pretty much performed miracles to help the ship from imploding in on itself. He was able to route power to the system when nobody else could do it. Caval, Lieutenant Commander Caval, your thoughts?
That was a success. He has no regrets. That was entirely by the book and functioned properly, precisely, and with Commander Kulat's assistance, it was well executed and timely. Unfortunately, it did not seem to be enough. There's something else going on that's currently beyond him, but he's sure with the help of this crew, we will be able to ascertain, engage, and overcome.
In sickbay, times 3 locations, sickbay, the captain's quarters, and hallways surrounding both locations, we have Andal Grax, who played 2 characters today. One as himself in sickbay, and then the other is Reinach Vogt. He witnessed some stuff himself. So what's going through their minds?
Andal's not having a good time. He's trying not to be distracted too much by the fact that the captain died under his watch, because there's so many other things to take care of right now. So he's just trying to stay focused on the job, and hoping that the rest of the crew can handle what's going on with the ship. Reinach is probably a bit concerned that there's something afoot that we aren't quite aware of, with the way one of the crew members just disappeared out of nowhere, and he didn't really know anything. I don't think he's had anything to really compare that to. So it's just a new experience out in space, and there's a lot of strange things going on. But he's also got more stress than Andal, so he's doing a little bit better.
And that will end the session for us, folks. Next stream for Star Trek Adventures is going to be August 16th. So we will be there for that. Hopefully Turg will be able to join us and play do we know what's going on this week in terms of games with tabletop anthologies? Anybody? Strahd, are you gonna do Friday?
Yes, I would definitely do Friday. So we're going to be playing on Friday for Christmas Strahd. I haven't decided start time. I need to confer with everyone, but somewhere around 7 to 9. So as far as that goes, that's what I'm running.
Copy.
You know, Seb's running something on Saturday.
Delta Green, are the agents hitting the streets again?
No, probably not this Saturday. Preacher's unavailable. He works, I think, the next 2 weekends in a row. But maybe we'll try and figure out something else to do, and if it comes down to it, maybe we'll try streaming Tabletop Simulator or something, you know?
Yeah, we'll run a game on Saturday for sure. Somebody will run a game on Saturday. Yeah, we'll have some fun.
Shiver's wrapping up on Sunday, right?
I think so.
I was just gonna ask, is the crew of the morning after, they all aren't dead yet?
They're not dead yet.
They're hurt.
We're really close.
Tony's trying to kill
Lee's
us.
Character.
Oh no.
Yeah, Diesel shots Lee. Oh, hang on. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm going to kill you. Lee is 1 punch away from death, so.
One
see how
punch
it
away
works.
from death. Good. So there you have it. If you guys want to hang out with the raid, we're gonna go raid. Where to go? Table quests. They're playing Call of Cthulhu. As always, everyone who has joined us, I appreciate you hanging out. Both from Alpha and from Dr. Judge Wolf for the extra dice for the team here. We will see you next time. Everybody, live long and prosper.